Unexpected coronation you didn't attend. Princess Charlotte receives her crown from her aunt Princess Anne. You probably didn't expect to wake up today and discover that a royal coronation, yes, an actual coronation, unfolded quietly behind closed palace doors. But that's exactly what happened. And the most shocking part. The young royal at the center of it wasn't a future monarch taking the throne, but Princess Charlotte, receiving a symbolic crown from the one woman you'd least expect to lead such a moment, Princess Anne. This wasn't broadcast. It wasn't photographed. No balcony appearance, no cheering crowds, no golden carriage. Yet the significance of this intimate ceremony may end up shaping Princess Charlotte's future in ways no public coronation ever could. Curious. The real story is even more surprising. A private moment in a public family. In a monarchy where almost everything is scrutinized, televised, or at least whispered about, a private ceremony, especially involving the next generation of royals, feels nearly mythical. But insiders are confirming what shocked royal watchers suspected. Princess Anne, the Princess Royal, quietly hosted a deeply symbolic, crowning, moment for her grandniece, Princess Charlotte. It wasn't a coronation that grants sovereign power. Instead, it was a rare, tradition-laced rite, one almost forgotten in modern times, meant to mark a royal child's readiness to learn the responsibilities of duty, discipline, and service. And who better to lead such a ceremony than Princess Anne herself, the hardest-working royal of the last 5 decades. Anne knows what it means to serve without expectation of a crown. She understands the weight of duty, the sacrifices made behind palace walls, and the discipline required to maintain dignity under constant public judgment. For her to pass a symbolic crown to Charlotte was more than a gesture, it was a generational handoff. But the real question is, why Charlotte? And why now? Charlotte's unique position in the modern monarchy. Princess Charlotte is only 10, but she's already established herself as one of the most confident, poised, and charismatic young royals in living memory. Royal insiders often whisper that Charlotte has the Princess Anne spirit, strong-willed, clever, and completely unbothered by royal hierarchy. What many people forget is that Charlotte holds a historic place in the line of succession. She's the first princess in British history who cannot be pushed down the line by a younger brother. Her position, third after Prince William and Prince George, is locked in for life unless Parliament acts. That permanence changes everything. While George is being shaped into a future king, Charlotte is being prepared for something equally essential, becoming the backbone of the monarchy's next era. Not just a supporting royal, but a future princess royal, a title almost synonymous with strength, resilience, and duty. And no one embodies that like Princess Anne. This ceremony wasn't random, it was intentional training, begun early. The setting, not what you expected. The event took place not in the grand halls of Buckingham Palace, but within the more intimate walls of Gatcombe Park, Anne's private Gloucestershire estate. If Buckingham is the monarchy's stage, Gatcombe is its sanctuary. Sources described the scene as gentle, warm, and surprisingly informal. Only immediate family present. A small heirloom circlet once gifted to Anne by Queen Elizabeth. A short private speech by Anne. Charlotte standing still, chin raised, eyes bright with determination. And then came the symbolic moment, Anne placing the delicate coronet atop Charlotte's head. Not as a monarch, not as a queen, but as a young royal stepping into her first lesson of lifelong service. The meaning behind Princess Anne's role. If there is anyone in the royal family who has earned respect purely through action, it's Princess Anne. Known for her no-nonsense attitude, tireless schedule, and lifelong commitment to work over glamour, Anne represents the old-world royal values the monarchy desperately needs preserved. Her taking Charlotte under her wing sends a message. The next generation will not just be glamorous, they will be strong. Anne has already mentored the younger royals quietly for years, Zara, Peter, William, and Harry, but Charlotte is different. She represents the future backbone of the institution. Not the sovereign, but the stable force behind him. The reliable one. The one who shows up, keeps the schedule, supports the crown, and upholds dignity. Passing the circlet was Anne saying, "I see you, I believe in you, and I trust you to carry this forward." What this signals about Charlotte's future role. This symbolic coronation hints at several likely paths for Charlotte. She may one day hold the title, Princess Royal. This title isn't automatic. It's not inherited. It's earned. Princess Anne received it at 36 because Queen Elizabeth believed in her commitment. Charlotte, with early mentoring, could very well be the future holder. She may become the monarchy's strongest public worker. George will be king, but Charlotte may become the royal who engages most with the public, charities, diplomacy, international tours. She may be groomed for key ceremonial leadership. Not the crown, but the responsibility to uphold, something Anne has done flawlessly. She may be positioned as the emotional anchor of the monarchy. Kate Middleton may be her guide in grace. Anne, her compass in duty. A moment that might shape history. In a world where the monarchy faces evolving expectations, public scrutiny, and generational transition, the royals are preparing not just the future king but the future support structure around him. Princess Charlotte is central to that plan. This wasn't a coronation for a throne. It was a coronation for purpose. And incredibly, none of us witnessed it, at least not firsthand. It was a rare glimpse of the royal family choosing intimacy over spectacle, legacy over publicity, and mentorship over monarchy. Princess Charlotte's journey has officially begun. And her guide is none other than Princess Anne, the woman who has upheld the monarchy through every storm. If this private ceremony tells us anything, it's this. The future of the royal family may be more secure, more grounded, and more powerful than anyone expected. And Princess Charlotte is already wearing her first crown.